Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. What we're seeing here is, I'm going to rename it, rename vessel. It's a steel snake, but it's going to be Minmus Rescue. Currently uncrewed. But I've got a fancy schmancy new remote guidance unit, which allows me to do maneuver tracking and other such exciting things. So I'm going to turn off SAS for just now, and I'm also going to turn off the electricity in the remote guidance unit. And get more of the solar panels pointing towards the sun. Would help if I hadn't turned off the SAS system. But I'm turning that off so that when I get to Minmus, which is my target, I'm not going to run out of power. I probably won't have done anyway, but you know, you never know. And I have a maneuver which I have used the controls on Precise Node, put exactly on the descending node, so that this is the encounter I have at the minute, and I'm going to adjust it hopefully to do that. Because obviously I need to get to the poles to rescue Arnica Kerman. And I'm taking the whole steel snake so I can actually just get back to doing that mission that I was planning to do in the first place. So. But that is 5 days away. So I thought it would be okay to go back to the Space Centre and do some more stuff with SCANSat, basically. Because SCANSat, really, I like SCANSat. Kind of getting into it just now. And so, you know, I don't quite want to say that rescuing a Kerbal from the depths of space is in any way like a distraction. But that is kind of how I see it. So this is the scan I've got at the minute. That's not showing. So I'm going to actually go fly SCANSat 01. And what I'm going to do, assuming it comes up. There we go. There's SCANSat scanning away. Interesting. We're in the middle of scanning a bit we've already scanned. I wonder why that's happening. I wonder if I have in fact come up with a resonant frequency. Also, I don't know what happens when how closely SCANSat, the mod, keeps track of. I just realised there's a thing I should have done. I wonder if we can do this with a large board. No. I was going to see if I can I put an alarm on a ship that I don't have. I should put an alarm on for the Minmus rescue mission. Yeah, so I don't know how detailed SCANSat is in terms of. Oh no, I'm going to get another bit here. So the blue is where it hasn't been yet, but what I don't want is for this to just completely overlap all the time with where it's already been. Now what I was looking up, I am fairly sure, somewhere upon my tablet here, which is why I'm pointing down here and prodding things. Yeah, well I'm just gonna, right. Get rid of the big map. Don't need the big map right now. Move that down there. How much delta V have I got? Well, I've got this whole back section with 700 odd delta V, and then I've got this front section which has lots of other, so I'm okay for delta V at the minute. Right, so what thing have I got here? I have got SCANSat altimetry center, which according to this, my ideal altitude is 5,000 meters. Okay. Well, that's saying SCANSat ideal. All right. So I was wondering if I wanted to change it at all, but apparently not. Interestingly, I'm not getting an option to analyze the science, which I thought was a thing you could do. Yeah. Well, it's telling me that the location is ideal, so that's all right. I don't know, is it actually scanning at the minute? I don't have any options to can I move it? Ooh, I don't have any control over this craft. How entertaining. I wonder why I don't have any control over this craft. Yeah, I don't have any control over this craft whatsoever. That's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder. Let's try going back to it again. The other options I might need to do, you get this occasionally where you just don't get control over a craft. It's unusual that it happens straight from the all right, okay. Sorry, it's a new mod. I've got a contract thing. I got an extra contract pack to do with specifically to do with SCANSats and Anomalies. So that's what that button was. I'm going to see if I get control over the craft this time. Okay, so good. Let's. Where's the sun? Is it on? Okay, so I could, in theory, start analysing the data at this point because I've got over 43% of the map done, and apparently, once you get over 30%, you can start analysing data. So there you go. There you go with that. What I actually want to do. So that's going on. That's going on nicely. I'll bring up the big map again. Hit refresh. What I may have to do is change the altitude. I'm not sure. Because it looks like it's going to... Maybe not. I thought it was just going to start going over bits it's already been over, and that's obviously not very useful. But I think that's not what's going on, so that's alright. So it's caught up with data that it would have had before. So obviously, yeah, okay, so that's going on nicely. I'm just going to go back to the Space Centre. I'm going to set that alarm that I need to set. Because otherwise there's a possibility I'll just completely forget. And the Minmus rescue will just zoom off into the distance and I'll completely forget about it. Which we don't want. We do not want that. So I'm just going to Minmus rescue. We'll actually fly it. Flight may be actually irrelevant. Oh yeah, you might be able to do it from Kerbal Arm Clock, even from the flight center. You can see that's cheerfully going along. But I don't need that right now, so we'll just add an alarm clock. So that Minmus rescue will... That's only in 5 hours, not 5 days. Oh, well, fair enough then. Alright, we'll just go there then. I was going to play around with SCANSat, and I want to send up, there's different sensors for different things. So what I've got is a radar altimetry sensor, and that does low fidelity and slope. You get the SAR altimetry sensor, which is high definition radar. But what I really want is the multispectral sensor, which is biomes and anomalies. Because I'm interested in biomes and anomalies. And of course, eventually I want to send the same kind of satellite to Minmus and to the Mun and all those other places. Because that's going to give me the ability to start finding all those anomalies, which I rather want to do. Turn SAS back on. As soon as warp becomes 1, which will be in a second. Because I've got the upgraded control system. It does maneuver tracking. Oh, that's a thing actually. I want to limit the engine. To 5. Even then, this is such a titchy little burn. And everything's getting very wobbly. So this could be interesting. Okay. This lack of wobble is a complete illusion brought on by the fact that I'm time warping. But as soon as I come out of time warp, like now, it's going to start wobbling again. So I'm just going to hope this works. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just gonna leave it there, I think. And I'm gonna do I'll do a course correction here to get even closer. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get rid of that. I'll put an alarm in for the SOI change. Now that is 7 days away. So it is going to be 7 days before I do anything more. So when I get my SOI change, that's when I'm going to be able to start really adjusting this. So I get as close to the poles as possible, and thus as close to Arnica Kerman as possible. Alrighty then. So now I really do want to go back to the Space Center. And think about launching some things. Launching another SCANSat. I'm just going to have a peek inside here. This is a mission that I've not been looking at. This is the Mun 3 course. Fly by Minmus, the Mun, and Moho using a single vessel. I'm not. No. So I decline that. So now I'm going to start getting. Ooh. So, spoilers from here on in, because this is going to be looking at the anomalies that are available in Kerbal Space Program. So let's start taking these. We will warp next morning. Let's go a quick look in the tracking center. Aha! So I now get a marker for that place I want to go to. I've been told that this is an abandoned airfield, so I know it's going to be there. All right, so I'm just going to send. Science Plane 1, I think, will do. Jebediah Kerman, good a person to send as any. So let's see if I can do this without crashing. Given I actually have to land somewhere, that could be kind of entertaining. And I need to adjust my staging. So I've got parachutes on here just in case. Let the engine spool up. The max throttle. Off with the brakes. Not quite sure what takeoff velocity is here. I didn't have SAS on. That wasn't very clever of me. Aha! Activate navigation. This is not flying very well. Wow. Was this made under an old version of the aerodynamics or something? I used to do science experiments in this thing, good lord. I probably should have cut this into 2 episodes. Oh well. Basically, just at the moment, I'm just adjusting so that I'm heading as close to exactly on the waypoint mark as I can. Wow, my old science plane barely flies. Went quite fast though. It's starting to get supersonic kind of effects there. So I'm now going to get a bunch of contracts telling me to go to various interesting locations. And it should be integrated with SCANSat, so I should only get them if they're something that the people at Kerbal Space Program would know about. Let's lift our nose up so we're not going down. That's what we were doing a moment ago. Yeah. A bit more thrust, I think. Direction. Wow. This is not my best plane. Just want to try and get a little bit closer. Pretty much had to go when I did, or I was going to just crash. Not particularly convinced. I might have to suddenly leave the aircraft quite quickly. Even if I land. Oh, there we go. So now I'm basically a rover. I'm hoping I don't. Again, I've got to be careful about going off cliffs and things. So obviously, what I could still. Oh, maybe. Oh. I may still be able to take off, but given how bad I'm at landing, I'm just going to assume that I don't want to even do that. But I should be able to get onto the runway. So theoretically, I'd take off, but I don't have any more parachutes. So, we'll stand on the brakes. Back, we'll just click brakes. These just count as... These don't seem to count as separate biomes. Which is kind of a shame, but there you go. Oh, space liquor. Thud. Go on. Get up. So, I've got to get up to the top of the control tower. And also need to check out a pod. Well, that's good. There we go. Could not see my little man there. Exciting stair climbing action. I don't know what that F for climb. Yeah, you can just climb. Despite the fact you can just walk up the stairs, it's got a little thing saying, "No, you can climb." How far up does this thing go? Going up forever. I assume there is an end to this, or it's not just some Escher-esque eternal staircase kind of deal. Well, no, it would take this long to get up. I would have just landed on the roof. Well, not necessarily. Okay, so we're getting some foliage up here, so I'm guessing we're close. Okay, so I've got the first one. Control tower, great view. Maybe we should start launching from here. No. Now it's got to walk all the way back down again. So I probably shouldn't do stuff like this, but Jeremiah has fallen from orbit before, so I wasn't too worried. Maybe I should have been more worried, but oh, yeah, wasn't. So now we've got that to look for. And speeding things up here. All right. Investigate the airfield. Hope you had fun. Time to get back to work. And so never forget to those who gave their lives to get us where we are. So that's the burnt out pod that you can see there. Let's move that out of the way. What's that there? Oh well. In theory, like I said, I could try and fly back, but this plane does not appear to fly very well. So I think landing would be an issue. I'm not a really good flyer. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm really not a good flyer. Can I get up there? Be able to climb up on this one. looks like it. Okay, cool. Board. Recover. So there you go. That's the first of those contracts. So what I want to do next is set up the biome scanning. Woo! 5.6 science. What's the multiplier here? 96. Okay, so I didn't lose that much from not being right up against the KFC. Ooh. Wow. Right, so I've got some stuff to do, basically. With the Kerbal alarm clock, which is now over here, I've got 7 days before I need to really worry about Minmus. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying this video. And you can find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. And we're also on Twitter and Facebook. And finally, until next time, reach for the stars and investigate those anomalies.